It's Monday.
Yeah, okay. Any views expressed are the opinion of the guest. It's not a representation because the programming reflects that PoPolitickin with 4 eyes. It's really no competition. Suffocating with the dope. You know I be twisting. Real ninjas out in the field. Now we cotton picking. Not to mention our intention to cover topics and many of the subjects. I got more lines than the deli at the Publix with King Pharaoh. PoPolitickin. I'm pistol whipping. Rappers jeopardizing hip-hop position, my opposition, intuition, prediction like writers on The Simpsons. To witness the glimpses from higher up dimensions. My bitches be fighting gremlins like Phoebe Cates. Let me cook stovetop oven, easy bakes. Hydroponic with them seaweed flakes. Yeah, these rappers started from the bottom, power bottom. TD Jakes, unfollowed. Talking about have you ever been swallowed? Regardless of race, color, or creed, you get Apollo. We PoPolitickin, ticking, we straight PoPolitickin, ticking. When it's a great show, you got to listen to that PoPolitickin, ticking. This for the PoPolitickin, ticking. We straight PoPolitickin, ticking. When it's a great show, you got to listen to that PoPolitickin, ticking.
All right, welcome back to PoPolitickin.com, your home for self-help meets hip-hop. Right now, we're live on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch, and Twitter. Check us out on Spotify, Apple Music as well. 1212, I'm the place to be with Melissa V. Bars. How you doing today?
That was bars right there.
I got a little bit in me. How you doing today?
I'm doing good.
I want to shout out my guy, Super Dave.
Yes, definitely, Dave. Thank you for the link up.
Yeah, because he was playing the Daily Bread song, and I was like, that sounds good. Like your part, I was telling him that sounds good. He was telling me about you, and I was like, yeah, I should interview her. He was like, yeah, you should interview her. So here we are.
I like that. I like when things are shared. So sometimes in this industry, you know, a friend got an information, but they holding out. But I like when we share the wealth, share it all.
Okay. And then I look like you from DMV, but I wanted to make sure.
Yes. If I don't claim them, they will be on my neck. Yes, I'm from DC.
Born and raised?
Born and raised in the D.C.
So you be eating like mambo sauce and stuff?
I like it occasionally, but I don't eat mambo sauce on a regular. But growing up, yes. Growing up, it was to the point when I would go to the Chinese stores, they would know my order. They'd be like 3 rings French fry, mambo sauce on a whole bunch of extra mambo sauce. So yes.
Nah, I said I forgot. It looked like you were on your workout kick over there. Every story I see you working out, so I don't even know why I asked you that. I just should have thought about that. So are you fit? Are you like a trainer? Because look, I be watching like she going in. So are you a trainer or?
I have a group of. I got a few men, but I have a group. It's about 70 of them, but they come on and off. I mean, I never can get them all in one session, but yeah, I teach 3 classes a week, and sometimes I teach classes at Howard. It's called Bison Fitness. We do that in the summer, so I can't be. That's the thing. I can't be out here eating 3 wings. Then they catch me when I eat crazy. I gotta be in the car, hurry up, eat crazy, because people run into me and be like, "Really? You told us?" You know. So
what kind of class are you teaching?
HIIT training, so high intensity workouts. I got injured recently in January, so then I had to like rethink everything, but it ended up working out because now I'm going to be teaching a class for people that's dealing with injuries or they're wheelchair bound. So I'm going to be doing the chair workouts, or if they had surgeries, stuff that people have been asking me to do for a long time. They say the courses are hard.
Yeah, I'm gonna say I might be a little older than you, but I'm sure you know that workouts hit different as you get older.
Yes, they do, and your body respond different. So I'm learning that the body breaks down no matter what. So I'm trying to be a little bit more better with having different things for different groups of people. So the injury worked out for me because Old clients reached out like, hey, I want to come back since you modifying. So I was like, I would have been modified for you. Like, you know.
Oh, so they basically left because they were saying the shit too hard, and now they gonna come back.
Because I was doing challenges, and then they would like, okay, we'll come back, and then not come back. But I didn't know that was the reason. So I was like, oh, okay. So I try to press through any circumstance.
I remember when I was working out with this one guy one time, and he was like, oh, okay, so I want you to jump on this bench and come back. And I'm like, bro, I can't. Like, you gotta know what you can do. So I'm like, nah, bro, I don't do all the jumping and all that. You know, I know my body. So sometimes, like, I always think about that. I was like, man, it seems like trainers, they always try to have people do the most difficult stuff. And I was like, why didn't? And I think they do that on purpose, just so, like, if you teach them something simple, they might not come back. But if you teach them something difficult, then they got to keep coming back and seeing you. So that's why I was thinking that's why they teach it, like, make it all complex sometimes.
Yeah, I think so. Just because
I'm talking about like the gym trainers, like the LA fitness trainers. And
if it's not challenging, then it's like, what's the point? Yes, I definitely think that possibly could be the reason.
And then did you go to Howard as well, or did you just?
I did not go to Howard. I think because I've been working there almost 10 years now, I might as well say I went to Howard. But no, I did not go to Howard.
Calvin said, I don't know if you caught them. The thing I've been noticing, it's these two girls that go to Howard and they be copying social media videos.
Oh,
you saw them yet? Yeah, you ain't seen them, man. Them girls are funny. Like, it's like, I'm gonna send you the link later.
Are
but
they
it's like
TikTok famous?
Yeah. It'd be like they always.
They probably was in my office, the student health center, because
I
wanted to do something Valentine's Day.
Yeah, they be they say like any clip that's viral, they just redo it. It'd be like two girls and they just redo all the clips. But
it has to be them.
They got up to like at 265,000 followers now. But they said the thing I liked about them, and I was like, that's great. They're saying on their page, they're like, anybody that's a Howard alumni or go to the school, they gonna do free promo for them.
They would do it for me anyway, because I kind of got a little connect through there. So we'll see. I ain't gonna shout her out on here because she was like, "Why you blast my name?" But yeah, I got a little connect.
Oh, you say you cool? You connected to Hiri?
I'm connected to people. I don't know that person. I don't know that person, but I'm connected with people.
All right. So then, okay, but I guess we're gonna talk about the music, but I do want to talk about the fitness. So what is your give us some of your core principles of staying fit?
Core principles: discipline. The reason why, because motivation dies and dwindles. Like once we go to vacation and birthday come, it goes out the door. Nobody care about it. So discipline. If you create a schedule and you stick to it. What another thing I would say is recovery is important. So resting, sleeping, drinking water. That's a principle. I don't really drink I don't drink alcohol though. Everybody know that knows me. Everybody that knows me knows that. I don't want it ever. But drinking water, if you drink anything, you should be drinking water the most of your week because our body is mainly water. What's another principle I go by? Just do it. Just do it. Like Nike, ain't that what Nike say? Because I feel like people give themselves reasons why they can't get it done. And by the time you end up psyching yourself out, you could have just got it done. So some mornings at 4:00, I might not feel like it, but I just get up. So you got to kind of play mind tricks. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, get it done.
Yeah, I know. I was watching this somebody on Facebook. You know, everybody know everything on Instagram and social media. But it was this guy. He was like, "You don't supposed to drink water. You just supposed to get your water from the fruits and vegetables." I was like, "Bro, if I don't drink no water, my whole body be locking up. If I don't drink no water, hold on, he get that from."
Yeah, bro was not. That's a problem too. I mean, it's not a principle of mine, but I feel like because social media world is a lot of fake fitness influencers and people that are just throwing out information and it's just a lot. So people that's getting into it, like wanting to lose weight, tone, just get healthy or whatever. do your own research. Try to stay offline with it because this is a lot of foolishness out there.
Yeah, then me, I noticed it look like you're doing a lot of home-based workouts too.
Yeah. So my goal is I'm almost done. I'm gonna have my gym here. I'd rather have a gym at home with all my stuff. Because then it really takes away the thing of not getting it done. But I really started doing that because COVID hit.
Yeah.
And during that time with COVID, I was working out and I really couldn't get to the gym. And then I kind of got back to the foundations of me, like, oh, duh, you was always a at-home workout person or run at the track, because I used to run track and stuff. So I just was like, forget it. I'd rather have equipment here. And it takes away the crutch of like not being able to get out and get it done.
Right. I noticed with me, like I was like one of the type of people, like, man, I was going to the gym like 5-6 days a week, sometimes 7. And then I ended up having kids, and it's just like my whole, like, I don't care about the gym no more. Then, like you said, COVID happened. I know with me, it seems like now every time I go to the gym, I'll go for like a couple weeks and I'll get sick. So I know now I got like the Peloton in the house. I got some the treadmill. I got some free weights. I got a punching bag. But then also I just bought this, so we're gonna be putting this together right after the interview. I bought me a trampoline.
Oh, yeah, that's actually great for cardio.
I know, because the problem with me is like I'm a military vet, so I got like, knee, back pain. So it's like sometimes it'd be hard to like do cardio as much as I want to do because I got aches and pains. So I'm excited about this trampoline.
Wow.
Yeah, so we'll see how that go.
Wow, that should be something that's gonna be a little different for you.
Yeah, I'm excited to see how it go. So let us know, let us know your music. Well, first, how was it growing up in DMV? How was that?
It was cool when I was growing up. It's not so cool now, but it was cool when I was growing up. I love DC. How did I get my start? I was in drama club and I was just always doing stuff in the choir. My foundation, Eastern Senior High School choir. So I started off like that, and I was doing gospel because my foundation is gospel. I was singing at church all the time. And I had never been to a club. And then my good friend Emil and Brandon came to find me after high school and was like, what is she doing? What are you doing with your life? Why aren't you singing? You're like one of the best singers at Easton. And I was just like, I mean, I don't know, because I really didn't know what to do, like what steps to take. And they kind of built that platform of me going out, going different clubs and everything. And that was different. So I will say, I mean, I don't know how it is now because I really only do like private events. But the hardest part about doing music and growing up in it at that time was actually making money. And I had really good musicians and stuff. But the clubs owners, a lot of them are just terrible. You out there, you selling yourself, you screaming to the top of your lungs, the band on, and you leaving with nothing. So I think that's the issue. I'm not sure if they still had that issue because I don't have that issue no more. But that was the biggest struggle, was like leaving with nothing from a lot of these gigs.
Well, I would say, well, what about, especially if you knew, they'd be like, oh, you gotta pay your dues.
I was like, let me tell you. I was all good for that at first. But like once I started packing the club out, I was like, the dues are rent is due. Everybody needs to get paid now. But at first I would just be like, okay, all right. Whoever was running the business, okay, all right. Man, once I grew up, because I was grown, but not grown, if that makes sense. Once I grew up, I was like, scratch that. This is the contract. If you want me to come out, this is the contract. This is how much my band, because what would happen is the band would be looking at me like, we need to get paid.
Well, you perform with a band too?
Yeah, I love performing with live bands more than anything, because I feel like when I'm on stage with a band, we just keep creating. When I'm performing to a track, it makes me bottled in. That's what I hate about the studio. Dave knows that. That's what I don't like about the studio, because I'm like, it's so restricted to me. versus when I'm live, I can just create stuff when I'm live and whatever. So, but yeah, back then that was the hardest thing. It's like getting your respect, like you said, paying your dues, getting your respect, and then actually leaving with something. So I never got into music, first of all, for the money, but it is a business. It became to the point where you got a whole team of people waiting for you to pay them. You know,
hey,
yeah.
But then I guess the thing is too, like, you gotta watch who you say that to, because once you say that to the wrong person, they be like, "Oh, you really ain't getting paid now." Talking about I ain't never got into it for the money. So some people take advantage when they hear you say that.
Say it one more time. Say it one more time. Say that one more time, because that already happened to me. You know, when
I just know how the game is. Like, it happens. Like I'm saying, it happens over here too. So once people hear that, they like, "Oh, okay." They're gonna really take advantage.
Oh my God, you hit it on it. Like when I used to be like, "Oh, it's okay, you know, it's just my passion." They'd be like, "Okay, that little crazy girl, go out there, you gonna perform on this, that, you gonna do this, you gonna do that," and I'd be like, but I was so like green that I would just be like everywhere performing, and I had to learn being busy is not always the right path. Like just because you busy and you got 100 performances lined up, you ain't getting paid for not one.
Yeah.
So yeah, being busy is cool if it makes sense. So also the DC club life for me at the beginning, because I feel like they changed and upgraded a lot now. People wasn't even listening by the time they turned up, and we really don't went over the structure of these songs. Like we getting real deep in the music. The audience, my first audience, wasn't really, you know, they were partiers. So they wasn't really listening to it for the talent completely. So I found myself becoming more of an entertainer versus me really focusing on my vocal ability.
Is that because of go-go? Like, are they expecting more go-go music out there?
They just wanted turn up music. I mean, go-go was in it, but it was like they wanted to party, you know. But then it got to a point that people was like, "We want you to sing," and I'm like, "Okay, do you want me to sing or party?" But then I would get confused because I'm like, once I turn up and get all crazy, do the jump splits and everything, everybody's size, and that's what they want. So then I had to learn how to give them an experience. So that's why I call it the Melissa B. Neal experience when people book me in the band, because I start off like slow, you know, and I take them on a journey, and then by the end we're turned up. So they had a little bit of everything, but it was a point I kind of lost myself trying to figure it out. I think that's the hardest part about being an artist, is finding your voice and like what you like to do, and what I wanted people to see. So I think that was the hardest part for me, because like I told you, I came from church, and you know, you got all the church mamas watching. My mom would come to the shows, my beginning shows, and my brothers, and they would be like, "Boy, your skirt's up," you know, all this. I would be kind of trying to be worried about what everybody thought.
Did you get the like, you making secular music? They say that stuff to you?
Yes. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. My mama was like, "You out here singing the devil's music. You out here at these clubs with no clothes on. What is going on? This is not even you."
But it's like crazy. Like, you think about how many like, especially black singers, shit, about 95% of them got a gospel background. Like,
exactly.
who didn't come from the church? That's like, that's where you hone your skills at.
Right. If you ain't got a church voice, if you ain't come from church, it's like,
are you really singing? Yeah, are you really singing?
Yeah, you could tell. She got over it. I mean, the thing is, throughout the time I understood what she meant, because she was just saying, when a female coming with their man and they coming to see you, you need to look, you know, you need to pipe down with these dresses. You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't know. I thought, you know, supposed to have the tits out, the leg, the side leg. I got an old picture I look back at. I was like, dang. And she said, you got to have something tasteful, like one thing. So she was teaching me correctly.
Oh, so you was like trying to like, you was like Trey Songz. You was trying to steal their man out there wearing all the provocative clothing.
I didn't want their mans. I ain't never been into that. No, I ain't want their mans. I always been a one-man chick. Like, I always had someone, You know what I mean? So I never I had an experience. So that's what she was saying. Like, you out here, you know, and then but that's what she said, like they can't get into it because they thinking your tip about to pop out. How they gonna celebrate and dance with you? So I had to learn all that. Like, oh, just because you performing at a club don't mean you gotta dress like that. So I had to get a stylist. It was an experience because I just didn't know me, because I didn't know what I actually liked, you know. And then I think I was worried too much about what people wanted to see, what people wanted to hear. And that's when I took that time off. Like, I just need to take a step back. Yeah.
So who are some of the people, who are some of your favorite, your influence as far as singers?
It's a long list. But let's see here. Anytime somebody asks me this, I'm like, some of my favorites, definitely Prince. Crazy thing is I didn't get into him till I was grown. And I was like, this man is a genius. I'm in love. Of course, Michael Jackson, Whitney Houston, Mariah Carey, Shaka Khan. That's my girl. That's why my hair red now. I be liking to be like her. Newer people. I didn't notice until a few years ago, but I'm definitely a real big Jill Scott fan. I didn't notice though. Like certain people I didn't notice. Erykah Badu. Who else? Entertainer. Definitely Beyonce entertaining.
Well, when you said when you said the experience for your stuff, I started thinking about the Beyonce experience. That's why I actually popped in my head when you said that.
Okay.
But she had the thing called Beyonce Experience, I think.
Oh yeah, she did have a tour that said that.
Yeah.
I think now that I think back, yeah. I didn't. It's some people I didn't really notice that I was inspired by until later, and then I realized, dang, I'm listening to this person a lot. I really, really, really like their music. I feel like I'm leaving somebody off the list. Oh, Luther Vandross. Growing up, I listened to that man so much. So I have two sides. I always felt like I have two sides. Like I have that Violet side that I want to hear that. I like Adele.
You said Violet side?
Violets.
Oh, I thought you said Violet. I was like, damn.
Oh, I ain't seen nobody. I got the O's, but I ain't know. I don't be know.
You said ballad. Okay. All right.
Yeah. And then my other side is like, I want to rap, I want to turn up, I want to twerk, so it's two sides. So depending, I have my artists that I like that's like for entertainment. I feel like you gonna go get a good show. And it doesn't mean they're not great singers, but it's like I love their whole thing. And then some artists, I just like the fact that they make me feel with the ballads. So I have two sides.
So give me some of both sides. I think I just heard the ballad side.
The turn up person probably to me was only like Beyonce, Prince, Michael Jackson. To me, that's turning up, because to me they're like out of body experience when they're performing. They're like, it's like different, you know. They setting the stage on fire. I really feel like we don't get performers anymore now. So I'm trying to think of somebody.
I'm saying, who is your favorite, some of your favorite Luther songs?
Superstar. Don't you remember you told me you love me, baby? I shouldn't like Dance with My Father again, but I like it a lot.
Why you say you shouldn't like it?
Because it make me sad as heck, because my daddy died. But yeah, I love that song. My love. That song. What is the name of that?
So amazing.
Yeah. It's endless. Like there's not a song.
He got some hits.
I can't even stop.
Hey, you ever speaking of Whitney Houston, did you ever see that clip where they were singing together? I guess Whitney tried to.
Yes, and he stunned her.
Yeah, he had to hit her with it real quick to let her know what was up. I was like, damn.
He stunned her. I was like, no, you gonna do that to my boo Whitney, but that's what I like. You see what I'm saying? Like I just like that part of the art, like really seeing that person be 100% like great.
Everybody was getting mad. Did you see what Madonna did about Luther Vandross?
What did she do? Oh yeah,
She fucking got an AIDS tribute concert. She got Luther on the damn poster. He ain't died from no AIDS. She got Luther on the poster like he died from AIDS or something.
I was like, wait a minute, why? Like who put this together?
Yeah,
but sometimes I be wondering if they do that for clout or something to like spark interest in their tour, because it was just weird. It came out of nowhere.
Yeah,
it was left field. So I was just like, why would you do that?
And then I remember you mentioned earlier, you were saying like you kind of found yourself and you know what you want now. So just as far as talking to the listeners, how would you describe yourself to them
now?
Mm-hmm.
Determined, a little sassy, a little crazy, and a little cool. Literally, that's what people say when they experience me. Like, you're cool, you got a little turn up.
That sounds like TLC.
Yeah, I am crazy, sexy, cool. Seriously,
so like you all put together.
Yes, like because it's weird. It's like you know, you put me in a room, and I'm gonna match the energy. You put me in a room, I'm gonna match the energy. Like, so if everybody talking proper, I'm probably gonna talk like them. You know, whatever. I could just go with the flow. I don't really allow myself to just stay in the box. So that's why I say I have two sides, because I like the turn up side. But I also had to learn to know my audience. So depending on who is booking me, depending on what they tell me they want, is what I bring. So if they want like turn up male, I'm like, all right. And I haven't been anywhere that they didn't want turn up male. Even at a Christmas event, it started off all slow and everything, and by the end, everybody was like, I was like, what happened? Why are we doing splits? Why are we doing splits? Yes. Why do we got a Soul Train line, and why is everybody? It just get hyped. It gets hyped. That's why I actually have to get. Well, I do have a cameraman. His name is Rakeem, but I have to get that type of footage recorded, because a lot of times when all of this happened, everybody is turned up with us. They're going with the wind. So ain't nobody like doing this with their phone like that. And I might get a few little clips of something. So that's one of the things I'm trying to also do, is be better with my social media presence, because it's overwhelming.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
And I was gonna say, would you say you're R&B artist or?
Yeah, I'm definitely R&B.
Okay.
I thought I was rock and roll. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, because it seems like nowadays, so who do you like as far as the newer people in today's R&B?
Newer people in today's R&B. But she's not new, but I like Money Long. I love her.
And you actually got a good one by you. Ari Lennox is from DMV, right?
I haven't got into Ari like that.
Yeah, I think she's from the DMV though.
She is. I like her though. But I haven't really. I got into Shay, but I like her. But I haven't tapped into that for some reason.
Yeah, she had her one. If you ever gonna listen to her, the first CD you should listen to her is called PHO. I think it's 4 or 5, but that CD bang. Like everything else she come out with, it hasn't been good as that one. But that CD she
maybe
came
that's
out
what
with,
the thing is, because she's also in that phase of like evolving and finding her artistry, finding her lane. I think she dealt with a lot of things with people like saying stuff. It's hard once you get so popular on the internet.
To me, it's like, even especially with the R&B artists, it be kind of like, I don't know. It seems like a lot of times, well, with rap too, but mostly R&B. It seems like a lot of times the first couple albums be their best ones, and I don't know, because they just have more time to really like work on those ones. And then when after them albums, then it's like it's not as good as them first couple albums.
I think it's the hunger. I think it's the hunger.
Yeah,
because they really want it, and then it's like it's hard. Then you get there, and then it's like, what's next? And I think that's why it's important to always create from here, like whatever you're feeling, versus because they also get caught up with what people want to hear. And like my core fan base wanted this, because if you notice, Beyonce is going against the great, like she's like, all right, like with the last album she did, it was like, all right, well, this is so left field, but this is what I want to do, and it works. So I just think as artists, we can't get stuck in a box and just be like, well, my core fan base only want to hear this.
Yeah, I would say, what you think about the country songs? Because I just thought, to me, it was like, it seemed like it was a money grab. Because I was like, you been from Texas, you could have been did country songs. Like, why all of a sudden you want to do them now?
Honestly, I think this is just my opinion. I think Sis is doing it because she wants that album of the year, and I think she playing their game. Like, all right, if I got to put this cowboy hat on and with this real platinum blonde hair, because I don't think it's for. I would hope at this point it's not for the money. I think it's really because she's trying to get into another lane where she can capture that album of the year, because Taylor Swift coming out with an album this year too. So she was like, I'm going to play their game then.
But why do you think? I guess that's the thing too. Why is it so important for us to win those awards? Like, especially Jay-Z. Like, Jay-Z the whole time was saying like, hey, he don't care about that, I'm boycotting it. Then all of a sudden they give him an award, you all happy drinking out the cup and everything. But before it was like, hey, we boycotting the Grammys, we ain't messing with it. But now you have
I think because people just want their recognition, whether they got $1 million or not. They just want to be recognized as talent. And I think Black artists are just tired of having to prove themselves so much more than Caucasian artists. And that's not any shade to any Caucasian artists, because I don't have an issue with neither side. But I think that's where it stems from. But I do think it's like artists, we have to be like have gratitude too. Like I don't know. I just be grateful for what I have. But I guess when you get to a certain level, you want to keep getting awards and getting things. But Drake did say this, like, why do you need their accolades? Like, just, if you got your core fan base, you got them. But I think at the end of the day,
I think we was talking about this on another episode, but I was like, should you be more happy about winning the Soul Train or BET Awards? Like, that's like really like
that's
more.
Where the sticky. But see, you hitting on something, because that's where the sticky stuff come in at. Because that's why I'm like, if it's all about Black people making it and Black empowerment and all of this, then you should also show up at the BET Awards and the Soul Train Awards, and that's absolutely true. But everybody put the emphasis on that one award show. So, I'm not there yet, so I can't say it, but I do think it's good to not get so caught up in wanting a certain type of award, because then you could probably find yourself unhappy even with you making it. Now you made it, you got a core fan base, and because of this one award, But it do seem like in her case, they're playing games. Because it's like, why, if she has the most Grammys, why haven't she got the one? But other people are also saying, well, she got all them Grammys, why does that one matter? But some people just that goal oriented. They want that ring. They want that championship ring, whether they making money or not. And then you got your other artists that's like, I got my core fan base, I'm good. Yeah.
And then what's some of your current projects right now?
Right now, I'm working on a few songs. I'm working on something else I can't talk about. The reason why is because I'm learning while you're in the process of doing stuff to not always talk about it.
Yeah, you don't want to jinx it.
Yeah, because I've gotten different things that people say that happen, but I think when you're really working on something great, you gotta kind of hold it. But I am working on something a major project. And then Dave, I have a few songs I'm working with him, but I have mixed reviews. Some people want me to do the EP, and then but sometimes I'll be like, why not just do the full album versus the EP? So that's something we gotta talk about also. But I just be like, what's the, one is less amount of songs. But yeah, I've had people like, please come out with this music. I had a rough year last year though. It was very crazy. So that year kind of slowed me up a lot because I was rocking and rolling and moving, and a lot of life things happened that I had to like breathe, and literally had to take a step back from everything and just be like, and that's what one thing I'm learning is like, go with the flow, know that things will happen in this time, and not put that amount of pressure to like it has to be done right there at that moment. So little bit of fire under me. Dave has been very good with that. Like he know if I go off the grid too long, because I am an artist and we are crazy. so we get in our head, and if I'm in a space somewhere else, I say outer space, I might not even be thinking about a song that day. So we try to capture me when I'm in those spaces and moments. And that's one of my other goals, is to create a space here in my home. So when I'm in those crazy moments, I could just go right in and, that's why I like with Doja Cat. I like her because she's like,
cool.
that's
She's a
because
little crazy, but she
I
cool.
kind of find like I'm like that. I just don't visually put it out there, but like what I be thinking. So I get it as the artist side.
So you gonna have a home gym and studio?
Yes, and a sauna. I got a list and a greenhouse.
I got a sauna.
You do?
Yeah, I just got the one like the like the little portable ones you can get off Amazon.
Don't threaten me with a good time. See, now you're gonna have me going to Amazon.com.
It actually, I mean, so far so good. Like I probably should use it way more, but it comes in handy, especially if you get sick or something. Then it really comes in handy. But I probably should be using
Why
it
did
more.
you tell me that? I'm about to go on Amazon.
Yeah, it actually was the one like the new one. And not even, I mean, like the I didn't buy it because they got like ones you could buy like that's really expensive, but it was like the like $120, $140 one. But it works pretty good. We had it for like a year already.
You shouldn't. I'm getting me one ASAP.
Yeah, it's actually it's a good. Then I think the one I got the red light, infrared beam too. So yeah, it's pretty good.
I'm gonna have to tap into that. Yeah, I believe in creating your paradise around you. Because I go out, but I go out to network. Like honestly, when I go out, I'm still working most of the time. So because I like my home to be my sanctuary. Like that's why, like you said, I got all my fitness equipment here. I still go out to the gym, and I really do that as like if I have to do midday workouts a certain time, I do that. Somebody said you got a sauna. You should have done the interview in the sauna.
Shit, that's on to be hot, bro. I'll be in that sauna like 10, 15 minutes. I'll be hopping out. Yeah, it gets hot too. Like I said, it's pretty good. It's a pretty good investment. Like I said, I didn't even know. I was like, wow. But I just don't use it as much as I should, but I probably should use it more. I know. No, what happened was at first I was like, oh, I'm gonna start using it every night. Then my ass got dehydrated as hell doing that, and I was like, hold up. So, but it tells you, even tells you when you do it. It's like, don't do it. Only do it for this amount of time, a couple of days a week. So it tells you don't do it every day, but once you start doing it every day, like it's like it can throw your blood pressure off and stuff. So that's why I kind of backed off. But I need to at least do it once or twice a week or 3 times a week, like they say.
3 times a week.
Yeah, but nah, I like it. I like it a lot. Like I said, I'm gonna be on this trampoline. I'm excited about that too.
I gotta see you trying to have me order all this stuff in my cart. The trampoline, a sauna. What else you got going on? I need to get a backdrop.
I said the Peloton. Yeah, but then, like I said, I noticed, like, I don't know, it was like always, I just noticed, I was like, man, I just noticed whatever size I was, it was never good enough. And then now I'm like, I'm a bigger guy. I'm pretty big now, but I just realized now, I was like, man, I gotta just start learning to love myself where I'm at.
Yes.
And then take it from there. Yeah, because I feel like I'm always in my mind, it's like I'm trying to look like something I'm never going to, I got, I'll build on what I got, but don't be always like, I got this vision in my mind, like I guess like The Rock or some shit. You ain't gonna get there unless you taking roids or something.
I would say too, like love on yourself, but also do what's a necessity. So I always tell my clients, like, it's a necessity to work out. Like, we need food, like we gotta make money. Once you change your why in it, it's a lot easier versus if your why is for something. I don't like to say it's superficial for image, because image is image, but your why has to be beyond that. And then you just start, like you said, you just start doing it, and before you know it, you'll get to your best body type. But you're absolutely right. That's one of the main struggles I deal with my people. It's like being happy with their body. Like, I'll tell a person, hey, if you're not a hippie female, I can't just create any hips on you. That's not your body type. But if you get to your best body type, your best self, you're gonna look great and feel good.
I was saying, well, what about the people that can't? Like, what about? I mean, you've been seeing an influx of that, of the BBLs and all that. So, how you feel about? What's your opinion on
BBLs?
Yeah,
I say do what's best for you. And
someone be looking crazy.
Yeah. But I always be like, look, if that's what you like, if you love it, fine. I'm one of them people, like, I be like, if you like it, because the problem with it is some people, I wonder, did they do it for someone else? Some people did it for themselves. I know I have a few friends with BBLs. And it was weird. They went in one way and came out with a big ass butt. And I was like, that's a big ass booty. And some of them, it looked good. And some of them, like, years later, it doesn't. But I just be like, if you like it, some of them going to get surgery again. I was like, that's a lot. So
they were saying, I was listening to, I was watching this thing about, I don't know if you watch Baddies, but I be watching Baddies. But it's a girl called Roly Poly Snacks or something.
I seen her, yeah.
But they were saying, like, I guess she got a BBL. And they were saying, like, it's this place you can go in Florida where they don't even have a, usually they go by your body mass index. But that place, they don't even care how big you are. They'll do a BBL. So you could be like big, like 300, 400 pounds, and they'll still do a BBL on you. I'm like, that's wild.
Yeah, it's a health risk, but these places don't care. Because they don't tell you. They don't tell you that the surgery and all of that stuff and the recovery, all that take time. You got to get all these massages and all this. So I always say, like, corrective surgery is, some women need it. Some women, after they have kids and get their stomachs back, sometimes they need tummy tucks. But it goes back to what you were saying, loving on you. I got mama, what they call them, tiger marks, stretch marks in my stomach. It don't stop me from wearing my little stomach tops. You can't tell me nothing. With my
I never. That's the thing too. And I don't even know where women come up with this shit, because I seen this woman where her job is actually to color in them stretch marks. But I never heard a nigga say, like, hey, man, my girl got stretch marks. I don't like that shit. I don't.
Right. But that's the thing. Women be like, we be in our head on our own standards. And I'm like, no dude ever said that. Like, even with my lashes, I used to wear these real big lashes. I just wear my own now. And, like, no guy really be like, oh, I love her because she got these long legs. Like,
no, that shit, man, I hate that shit. I don't like, especially when they're really, really big. This shit like bugs on your eyes. Something. I don't
all
even get why
guys
women
that
do
I
that.
know say this. They all say this. Y'all
I don't know. I'm like, where is this? I'm like, where did that happen where women start thinking they gotta have their lashes like that?
I don't know. I don't know. Beauty standards, we go by probably what we see on TV. Chicks just stick to boob jobs, lipo, tummy tucks, and slight maintenance stuff. Anything else is a bit much, but people do you. Yeah, I agree.
Well, I wasn't even gonna talk. I was gonna ask you. The thing is now it's a lot of men getting lipo.
Hey, do them. Yeah. I don't get it, because I'm like, a man, if they really commit, they can, like, really get snatched up quicker than a female. But sometimes if a man got extra skin, they got to go get work too. This is what I'll say, it's double standard. Some women laugh at a man that get lipo. And I'm like, why is that funny? But you just went and got lipo. If he want to go to the easy way out, he should be able to.
Yeah, I saw they had dude. I mean, they got the man BBL. They got it where you can get the chest, the 6-pack, and all that.
Yeah, I say people got the money and they want to do it, but I'm not one of those fitness people that be like, oh, that person, they butt fake, so I just be like, if they like it and they people like it,
Did you see the ones now where it's a lot of men that they go somewhere and they can add 2 inches to they damn leg?
Yes, I seen that.
That shit like it hurt.
I seen that, and I'm just wondering what's the aftermath for that. But I feel like I'm glad men are stepping into themselves, and
But
they're
that's
not.
not you think that's stepping into yourself? Like why he can't?
Yeah, like they're
If you
not
gonna be
afraid
short, just be
anymore.
short.
But I mean, they're not afraid anymore. Well, that's the wrong word. They're stepping into not caring. Like they're like, okay, if women can do it, and we can wear wigs and hair and all this other stuff. You know, if a man would they be doing those man caps for the people that's like bald?
They even have it where they take some of the hair from your back of your skull and put it up here, or take it from
Right.
your underarm, and yeah, they got all that stuff down.
I be like, if they want to do it, go ahead. I don't know. I'm free spirited. I don't really get too down on what people got going on, because I be like, you know, sometimes it works for me, and sometimes it makes me people say I'm nonchalant, and I just be like,
I know the new thing right now. I was thinking about looking into this myself. The new thing is the Zimic, all them wee gubbies and all that. So what you think about that stuff? They said all them a lot of celebrities taking that, and they acting like they dying, but a lot of them taking that stuff.
You see my face? Yeah, my problem with the Zimic is I don't like, one, that the celebrities is getting it and the people that actually needing it can't get it. But two, I feel like it's making them abnormally skinny. So it's like passing their body types. It's different if something was making you lose weight and you look good, but it's like you don't even look. So it's like it's going to be something that's going to happen from that. Because I'm thinking if this was supposed to be for diabetic patients and then you're taking it and you're not diabetic, what's going to be the long run? I don't like that. Oprah definitely used it.
Yeah, she had to step down from Weight Watchers. She was on the board. She had to step down because they didn't say which drug, but she used one of them drugs.
She looks good, but I mean, for her, she struggled a lot. It seemed like through the years of yo-yoing. But I don't have a problem with her. My problem with people that do that is like if they're acting like they're putting the act on. Like, you in the camera in front of social media, you like, yeah, I'm getting my jump jacks in.
But you don't think she's acting by being on the Weight Watchers board?
No, I just think they still wanted a big name because nobody. Come on now, let's be honest. Nobody was out here like Oprah was in the gym.
Never.
We wasn't, and that's no shade to her. I ain't got no problem with Oprah. But it's like, but my issue was like with the Kardashians, like people like that. You abnormally skinny, and then you on here like, I just finished my workout, and like, girl, you just got 2 shots. You know what I'm saying? So it just makes people because it gives a false reality. And then their fan base think that they can achieve the same things and they can't. So that's when, like you were saying, that's when my issue comes with BBLs and all that. Only if that person is promoting a product off of something fake. Like you promoting something that you really didn't do. So that's like if a girl got a BBL and their whole video is they're doing squats. And I'm like, yeah, I want a big booty like that.
And you said I do all them squats. You ain't get that booty get mad.
Yes. I don't care when the person get their body done and they're living in their truth. My issue is when they get it done and then they act like they built it all there. And then if they're selling a product and then their people are like thinking they can do, that's when the issue coming, even with Ozempic.
Yeah, I say it's a lot of that's the thing. It's like a lot of influencers, like fitness influencers on social media where they, it comes up where they're lying. Or I remember we had Cali Muscle. He used to say for the longest he wasn't taking those roids, and he ended up having a heart attack. Had to come out and say he was doing roids, and then even the Liver King, he's act like he just eating raw food, and that's how he gets swole.
Yeah,
and he got people eating all that goddamn. He got everybody eating that raw food, trying to be like him. He's sitting there shooting up roids, but he's telling you, I'm eating raw food. Raw food. He got you eating raw food.
It is true. That's what I was telling you at the beginning. That's the issue now. That it's just so much. It's so hard scratching the surface, getting to the real person. Music alike, everything. Like, what is the real you? Like behind all of the facade. So, like my internet presence is like my real self. So that works and sometimes it don't, because like building that platform it's hard because it's really me. It's it's really me.
Yeah,
I'm
I
not.
will say I know one thing about me that's building a platform is like nowadays you can't. A lot of times you can't if you're really trying to grow your platform, you can't be yourself. You have to be over the top.
Yes, and that's we just alike, because that's what I don't like, because I'm like, I'm not about to do that. So that's the issue, is that it's that fake reality, and I'm like, that's not, I like to tell people, I like to give people the raw me, like this raw male. I if you notice, if you ever follow my stories, I don't barely use filters and all of that, because I always tell people, when you see me in person, I need you to see that I look exactly the same. I don't I don't need you to see me in person and came to a show and you like, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, all of that little new stuff, I try to not do it, because I was just like, it creates a false reality.
Yeah, that's why, because just people like just doing so much, and I just look at it, I'm like, man, I'm not doing all that to get there. It's like it's just so much you gotta do now. Like I said, you gotta you basically fighting for attention, but to
Yes,
get that attention, it has to be a shock value. You can't just
yes.
be normal nowadays.
Oh, yeah. That is so true. That's so true. I see it a lot. I was just about to say that, Liver King. Yeah, I see it a lot. I just feel like, why not be your authentic self? But let me ask you this. I know you're supposed to be interviewing me, but do you think people really want to see authenticity, or they just want to see, they like the dream of something else?
They like to dream.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to see realness, because when people be real, we don't like. I think Whitney was trying to be real, but they didn't accept it. Like
Mm-hmm.
they want they want the. It's like it's what they consider real. It's not, they want, like, your real might not be what they consider real. So it's like they want you to, yeah, all that stuff is. I would never want to be a musician, because all that stuff is kind of weird. Most of it is all perception.
Yeah, that's very true. So that's why I think it's hard, because it's like, what do people really want? So I had to get out of that. That's why I was like, take it or leave it. I had to stop
Yeah,
being like, you want it, you don't. Even with my clients, they know I don't sell no pipe dreams. I'm like, you want a quick fix? I'm not the one. Ain't got no pills for you to take. I don't got no, but it helps them, because in the long run, they really get where they going. Or just like if I'm performing or going somewhere, what the person see is what they get. So, what they see online is what they really get. Well, it's a little bit better. It's a little bit better in person. But, like, I'm not selling anything fake, because I think that was my biggest struggle with my writing my music, was like finding myself in it, and not getting lost and trying to appease this person or that person, and just be like, this what you want to write about, it write about this. If this what you really like Daily Bread, I like stuff like that, inspirationals. I feel like we're in a space where a lot of people need to be inspired and they need motivation daily. So, but it was told to us like, people don't really want to hear real music. And I was like, I really can't keep focusing on what people are saying, because sometimes people don't even know what they need. You know what I'm saying?
right.
Yeah. And I feel like it's a space for everything. Like, we need the trap music. You know what I'm saying? We need that. Sometimes I want to twerk, whatever. We need that. Sometimes you want to do. So it's like, music is endless. It's endless. It's endless things that we can do. But I had to learn that. Like, you have a lane, and you have people that will actually love to hear what you got to say. Stop worrying about who won't like it. I think that's what the problem Cardi B having right now. Because
Yeah,
I'm like,
I didn't
girl,
like that song she came out with though.
you ain't like it.
I just thought, I was like,
Liked
you know,
it.
I
I
just
just
be like,
think,
when they jump on them beats like that, I just be thinking you gotta kill it. I don't think she killed it, but it was better than Nicki Minaj's Bigfoot song, so I guess it was better than that song.
Bigfoot, we're getting into some stuff. I feel like Bigfoot was a joke to her, because
Yeah,
she was just like, because no one would ever love her. And like, she had to been playing.
yeah, she
I
wasn't
think
serious.
I think Nicki Minaj was playing. And I think that's the issue, is because it's too much comparison with our music. Like, why we can't have two girls in music that do something different? Because I like both of them. But they two different people. I wasn't expecting Cardi to come hard with a bunch of bars on the song, but she gonna give you a look. She gonna entertain you, you know. But she's also in that space where she's afraid because it's like, well, what do people want to hear? Bump it and just drop it.
Yeah, that's why even cause she had on the song she was like get rid of that Coach bag, and then everybody got mad at her, and she was like, oh, you think you better than people now? You gotta say all that. Then she was like, the reason I said get rid of the Coach bag because Cameron said it in the song back in the day, and she had to play the song. And she was like, that's what he said. So that's like a little saying we said in New York. It ain't saying I'm better than people. Then Cameron was like, Cameron responded, he was like, I remember you when you was Barty B and you didn't give a fuck. Now you sit here explaining your lyrics. He was like, just drop that shit. He was like, you don't gotta sit there and explain that shit. He was like, you is rich. Why you gotta explain what you explaining? So that's all I'm saying. I guess when you get too big, like, and that to me, that's Cardi B sitting there looking at everybody what they saying.
Yes, they needed. I think
get off their phone.
We got to get out the internet. Like when you drop something, gotta get out the internet. Just because then people will break your spirit, and some people do it purposely because you're doing something they want to do.
Yeah, because they're not doing anything, so they your life is like their life is them criticizing you. So it don't matter what you do, they're gonna say something.
Yeah, that's what I had noticed. Like, bump what people say. Critics, sometimes family can be your worst enemies. I just was like, bump it. You know, stepping into this phase where I'm at now, I'm just like, I don't give a freak. I'm like, you like it, you don't. If I got too much leg out, okay. Like just stuff that I used to just hear. And mainly it was from people closer to me. And I would be like, what? Now I'd be like, life is too short to live on other people's rules and what they want and what they So that's even with like music creating, just create. And that's something Dave was telling me, like, you have to get out your head. Because I wasn't always in this space. I would listen to the song and be like, I hate that. I didn't do that run right. Redo that. Like Daily Bread, I hated my chords on it because I was sick when we recorded it. And I was like, Dave, we got to go back. I already got a raspy voice. It was super raspy. And he was like, you need to get out your head and we dropping this. So I think it takes a lot of stuff. It takes having a good team around you, like a team of people, somebody to say you good, you great. Like you need that all the time with someone pushing you in your corner and telling you to keep going.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then what would you like to say to your fans and supporters?
Stay tuned. I play too much. No, stay tuned. I have a lot of great things brewing. Like I told you, I don't talk about them no more because I want to be about it. So I don't like to talk about it, and I like to just do it. So some great things are brewing, some wonderful things. I know you guys see me recently with Style Chanel with my makeup done because I was doing some things. So some great things are brewing. I'm working on some new music. Some old music that I have, and I just sit on it and sit on it and sit on it. But I'm ready to release everything, and I'm grateful and thankful for you guys rocking with me. A lot of you all encourage me on a regular basis, especially last year when I was having a rough year with my son getting sick and everything. You all were like, come on out, get your music done, do this. We need you. We need it. So I am working in a space now where I'm just doing me and not really worrying about all the politics around it. So
what she say?
Yeah, it's usually the people that's the closest to you. Yeah. Or they might be hating. I got a lot of that. I had a lot of haterery. Sometimes a person
some people like, especially like, I think a lot of times they just say like it could be anything. You could be So it can be anything, but the fact if you're doing something and that person's not doing something, they're gonna get upset.
I had to learn that though, because even when I first start stepping into me and losing my weight and I'm feeling healthy again and getting back to me, it wasn't no shade to nobody else that I'm putting up a million pictures. I was just excited, and I got a lot of slack from family, and that's when I had to like.
What was they saying?
Everything. Was I like, just trying to be seen, why I ain't got no clothes on and all, and I was like, wait, woo, woo, woo. I was like, what was this energy when I was depressed? You know what I'm saying? Like, so I had to start learning that, and I was just like, do you, like, and it was hurtful because I always encourage people to be their selves. Like, I'm one of the friends, if I go out with a friend and they want to wear pasties with a splish, I don't care. Because that's that person living in whatever they want to live in. But it was like when I was ready to pop out and not be so conservative, it was a lot said. And I was like shocked. And it do be sometimes the people closest to you, because you got to make sure your corner are all winners. You got to make sure everybody around you want to achieve something, or they're willing to grow. If you got one weed in a group, whether it's a family member or not, they will make you feel like you can't achieve your dreams. And that's why now I don't say nothing. Now I be like, Then when I'm working on, a few people know that's it. Because when I used to express too much, if you start hearing the naysayers of why you can't, even with my fitness business, like, it was a lot like, how you gonna be able to do that? With the children, like, the person might not even have the worst things that they want to put out there, but their fear could turn into yours. Mm-hmm. So I just start separating myself. Like, real ones do stick around. I got a lot of real ones though. I got a lot of real ones. Shout out to my best friend. A lot of my friends. I got real ones.
And I say the realest one is the person in the mirror. So shit, always depend on yourself before anybody first. You be
right. But I had to learn that. I had to learn, like, you are your biggest fan. You got to do. Melissa, if you don't do it, Dave can't make you do it, honey.
Right.
Yeah, they can't make you do it. So I had to learn that. And then I just had to meet people where they were. Like, all right, your envy, like this person saying their envy is because they're not where you are. Right. But I had to learn, like, their envy should not change me. Like, whatever. You got a problem, I ain't got a problem. Let me keep it moving. Versus allowing it to change me into being salty and mad. And I was like, that's too much energy. That's energy I could be putting into music.
Right. And then I just want to tell them, so where can they go check out your music?
You can go find me I'm on Spotify, I'm on iTunes. I got a little issue though, y'all. Let me tell you what the issue is. The issue is just like you did tonight. My song is up there under Melissa V. And my name is Melissa V. Neal. So those are some of the other things I'm working on. I learned that you have to have your everything the same, right, so people can find you. So I'm on YouTube as Melissa V. Neal. And I'm on Spotify with two different ones, Melissa V. Neal and Melissa V. So it's a whole situation that I'm fixing. But that's the other thing I wanted to tell the supporters is I'm working on this brand, so everything is on one page. I'm gonna have my stuff separate, so it'll be a little easier to find stuff. So I have a personal page, and then my music and business stuff. So everything is separated. But you can find me everywhere under Melissa V. Neal. If you Google me, I'm serious. I'm on there. I'm trying to be like you and get the blue check mark.
Shit. You want that blue check mark, you just gotta pay what, it's like $15 a month now.
That's it. You ain't supposed that's what that was all. I ain't know that.
Nah, they taxing now for those blue check marks. But it's almost like you kind of gotta have it now if you got a business, because if you don't, like, if you post something and you don't have that check, it's almost like they don't put your stuff in it. Yeah. And then it just like, I don't know, I was looking at it like me, it just looked more official, like when I'm trying to hit somebody up. But yeah, they make it where you gotta pay for the blue checks on all the Twitter, everything now.
Wow.
It's crazy. Yeah, it's a crazy world we're in right now.
A choked up world. The world need to get choked up for real.
Right. But yeah, I want to say thank you for coming through politicking with me.
Of course. I was excited. I'm honored that you asked me because you're really humble. You're really humble because you got a resume up on you. But thank you for having me. And thank everybody for coming in and listening. I hope you guys are we're ready for all of the great things that's to come. And yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah, I gotta stay humble. Like with me, it's like because like I'm not like I ain't never worked with nobody. It's not like like some people like it might be BET or Revolt.
Mm-hmm.
This is all just me, so I just be so honored that I even was able to talk to the people I talked to with just me doing it. So yeah, I
Yeah.
gotta just stay humble. You never know.
Yeah, because somebody that opportunities are everywhere. So that's one of my things. I like to just stay cool, humble, and chill. And I never know if a person will like my music or not, like my singing or not. I just go in with a clear mind and try to get a clientele what they want.
All right. And then you want to hit them with your social media and everything again?
Oh, you can find me everywhere at Melissa V. Neal.
Oh yeah, I
MELIS.
think I had it on here too. My bad. I took it off. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, everywhere. Like everywhere. Now on Spotify, that's the issue with the music. Some places I'm Melissa V. So I'm working on that. But yes, Melissa V. Neal, I'm everywhere there. You can YouTube me. I got Melissa V. Neal, I got Melissa V. Neal Fitness and Melissa V. Neal Music. So yeah, be on the lookout for some things brewing. And yeah, I'm
So what's the
excited.
V for?
V is for Victoria.
Okay.
It's
Comment
for
say
Victoria to me. That's why. But some people wanted me to cut my last name off, but my last name is very important to me. Because it's like, when you have a brand so long, I was going under that so long. When you Google me, it's so many things that would be unattached if I just cut off the Neal. And I'm the only child with my under my dad that had children, so I'm real whatever about my Neal. I'm like, Melissa B. Neal is my name.
that's cool.
So yeah.
Oh, I should have updated your why you ain't say nothing before we started? You could have been like, yo, switch my
Because
name up.
I'm not rude. Because to me,
There we
you were
go.
also going off the song, right?
Right.
And in the song, it was Melissa V. So I wasn't going to send you nothing slight like, hey, can you fix my name? Like, I'm not that type of person. Because I know all things will happen in time. In due time, God will put everything in line. So those are things that have to be lined up. But I wasn't going to send you nothing like, can you, I'm not difficult to work with. I was like, I seen it and I was like, that's cute. It say Melissa V. So
Oh yeah, it had to make a flyer and everything. I did a lot of
yeah.
work. I would say
Yeah. And that's what when you dropped it in my inbox, I was so excited about it. I wasn't like, well, can you do me a favor and
right.
add Neal? Like that's just
I appreciate that. And then
yeah.
you got any shout outs?
Oh yeah, let me shout them out before they get upset with me. No, let me shout out Dave first of all for putting me on with this great interviewer, great platform tonight. Thank you for sharing always. Thank you for that. Who else? Shout out Raheem if he probably ain't watching it, but he's done a lot of amazing things. He's always pushing me. Charlene, my best friend. Who else I want to shout out? My whole clientele world. I can't even say all their names, but I seen Cheyenne came on tonight. Sal Chanel to do my makeup. Chiffon. Kenny, he haven't touched my hair in a while because I've been doing these braids, trying to get away with that. My mama, of course, if she watching this, my spouse. And yeah, I think I touched the bases of other people that every day that pretty much pour into me every day. So yeah.
Yeah. Somebody here left a comment. They said they were saying cuz. I think they said Jill.
Oh, Jill, yes. See, that's the thing. I got a lot. So that's the thing. When we throw events, I have a lot of people that really come out and they've been pushing me because I wanted to quit. I was like, I'm not doing music no more. Because
What
it was
made you want to
hard.
quit? Oh yeah.
Yeah, it made me want to quit. But I have a lot of people in my corner that be like, you're talented. You need to do this. You need to even my fitness business. You know how many times I don't threaten my clients say I'm quitting? So it takes a village. I have a lot of people that that have supported me, a lot of family that has supported me through my whole journey. And so whatever little haters is in the little spaces, I don't think I got none. Hopefully that follow me now, or Facebook world now. Hopefully not.
All right. I want to say thank you for coming through Politic with me.
Thank you for having me.
The lady liked the interview today. Said I did my thing.
Yes, you did. You asked a lot of amazing questions. We did. We went here, there. Yes.
All right. Well, anything else you want to leave listeners with?
Keep dreaming. Whatever your dream is, don't stop dreaming because of your age or anything. Keep going. And don't get discouraged. Keep moving.
All right, y'all. So we out until the next time. Make sure you go check Melissa out. And make sure you check me out and buy a shirt. This link's below.
I'm about to get one now and my sauna.